everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world. It is your boy, Reverend Phoenix Coffin Williams. And of course, I am coming to you from the beautiful Buffalo, New York, where I am. It is almost 9:30 in the morning. And of course, I am hopping on to continue the exercise of, demonstrating and giving some ideas about how to utilize some morning routine time. I started off earlier this week talking about the Corellian teaching about the higher self and uh, what that means for our understanding of the organization of our soul, the cosmology in which we view the universe and how everything is organized, and where we fit in the grand scheme of things. So, if you are just tuning in and seeing this activity, this exercise for the first time, what you are looking at is my higher self altar. And like I said earlier on in the week, my higher self altar does sit in between my ancestor altar, that's right here, and my altar to the Netters, the Egyptian pantheon right there. And the higher self altar is constructed of things that remind you of yourself in a very deep, very spiritual context. So I do have a phoenix statue and a phoenix scroll and another phoenix statue. This statue right here is carved out of wood. This one right here was painted, and they came from Vietnam. They were gifted to me from by someone who was very, very special to me. Um, this statue came to me from an initiate of the OTO. Saw that, thought like had that in their home, thought of me, and was like, hey, this is probably for Phoenix. That's probably why I've had it this whole time. And they just handed it to me. I do also have this little sculpture right here. This was made by a niece of mine. This was given to me. And so it's cute, it's adorable. I do have this on my ancestor altar. And then I do have other things that remind me of myself, my connection to my own personal power, and things that help me remember who I am divine, that I to dwell in divinity. One of the things that you can add and that I do choose to add to my daily practice is the offering of prayers, candles, incense, and libation. Libations are liquid offerings. So if you pour some juice, some whiskey, some rum, some water, some wine into a glass, into a cup, into a goblet, into a vessel, and that's on your altar, you have made a libation or offered a libation. If you pour it directly out onto the ground and you're giving it to your higher self or giving it to the spirits that you work with. So I do also, all that happens here does happen prayerfully. Um, One of the things to consider is that prayer opens up and helps us use our channels so that our magic and our psychism flows very cleanly, very thoroughly. We want ourselves and our energetic bodies to be the path of least resistance for spiritual energy. And practicing magic and psychism absolutely keeps those channels clean, clear, open, and ready for the divine downloads that we pray for. So, with that being said, I do invoke you, my higher self. I call upon you to descend upon me. I call upon you to impart on me your guidance and your protection and your aid on this day. I do make offerings of candles and of incense unto you, O higher self. I invoke you, higher self, and I seek to walk in harmony with you, O higher self. I receive your messages freely and clearly. I receive your messages unwarped. I receive your divine insights, O higher self. I invoke you, O higher self, and I do make offerings of libations unto you. For the strength of our connection and our participation in the great work together, I do offer you these prayers, these candles, and these incense. I receive your guidance and your protection and your aid, O higher self, at this time and at all times. So at this time, you might choose to do a little energetic exercise. So for those of us who train in the Correllian system, we have a daily routine that involves our entire energetic body. And at the higher self altar, when you're already seeking that daily attunement from the part of you that already dwells in the uppermost part of existence, the part of you that dwells in the divine most plane of existence, while you are maintaining that connection, while you are nourishing that connection, doing some energetic work to maintain your energetic body is absolutely appropriate. And if you want to, you can join me right now. This is an activity that I do pretty frequently. It does start from the top of the energetic body and go down through the root chakra. And it is, of course, appropriate and acceptable to get that breath into rhythm. So if you were someone who practiced like that fourfold breathing, in through your nose to the count of four, hold it to the count of four, out through your mouth to the count of four, this is the time that you incorporate that in. Hold. Out. In. Hold. Out. All to the count of four. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3. Some people call that box breathing because of the 4 counts. Some people call it circle breathing because you're just doing that over and over and over again. However you see it, just is the thing that helps you nervous system, helps you recover from traumatic experiences, that helps quiet the mind from automatic negative thoughts. So breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth is absolutely a beneficial process. And doing it every single morning is absolutely beneficial for that mental health. And I will say, having a higher self alter in general is beneficial for your mental health and your self esteem. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, perhaps you start to visualize your higher self hovering above your crown chakra as a ball of pure white glittery light. And perhaps on your inhale, your higher self sends an attunement down into your crown chakra. It might be floating above your head the way my puff kind of just sits above my head. All right, so like maybe this is my crown chakra right here. And I imagine my higher self sending a beam of energy and attunement into that chakra. And maybe we can tie in some affirmations. My crown chakra is open, it is charged, my intuition is strong. I trust the signs and messages that my higher self sends me to guide me easily throughout my day and throughout my life. Inhale, hold, exhale. As you exhale, maybe visualize your higher self sending energy down through your crown chakra into your third eye. And maybe you affirm, my third eye is open and it is charged. I am focused. I follow my intuition. I receive divine messages all the time and I follow my internal guiding system without doubt. Inhale. As you exhale, draw that energy from your higher self down through your crown, down through your third eye, down into your throat. And maybe you affirm, my throat chakra is open and charged. I am impeccable with my word and my speech. My word is spoken with love and kindness and truth. Inhale. In through your nose, hold it, let it out through your mouth. And as you let it out through your mouth, you draw that energy down from your throat into your heart. My heart is open and charged. Compassion, kindness, and love are mine. I am tolerant and respectful of the differences of others. I am nurturing and I accept the nurturing from others. Inhale. Draw that energy down from your heart into your solar plexus. And maybe affirm, my solar plexus is open and it is charged. I am powerful beyond belief. My magnificence shines for everyone to see. Inhale. Exhale, draw that energy down into your sacral chakra, into your navel chakra, and maybe affirm, my sacral chakra, my navel chakra is opened and it is charged. My imagination is active. I embrace fun times. I trust the relaxed flow of the day. And when I relax, great ideas jump into my consciousness. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that energy down into your root chakra. My root chakra is opened and it is charged. I live life fully. I live life completely. I am strong. I am healthy. I move forward. I am safe, secure, and grounded. Deep inhale in part of the earth, allowing yourself a moment to be that axis that connects the heavens, our higher selves, with the earth where we are standing right now. And allow that energy that we have just raised, that we have just called for, that our higher selves have just imparted onto us, into our personalities and our lower selves or our undersouls. Allow that energy to coalesce in your energetic body, allow it to flow through you. Allow the epitome of what is best and what is good to flow through you and enter it into the earth. And at this time, while we're reflecting on the silence that's in your mind or anything that is important that you want that divine insight on, you can also listen or observe any of your clear senses, your clairvoyance, your clairaudience, your claircognizance, whatever the ones that you are that you're working on. You can pay attention to those and just check in. What is my higher self bringing into focus for me right now? You can allow the image to fade And you can form a shield for yourself out of the energy that your higher self has just imbued into your energetic body, into your chakra system, forming your shield for today. I am safe within the shield that I have formed. Nothing may enter that is harmful. I accept only the highest good for myself throughout this day. I will it so, so mote it be. And now moving to the grounding component. Allow any excess energy from your crown chakra to fade and fall down into your root chakra. Your root chakra. Any from your third eye down into your root chakra. Any from your throat down into the root chakra. From the heart down, from the solar plexus down. Continue the breathing. Exhale, send all the energy down through your navel, down into your root. Maybe let it sit there for a second. Send that energy down into the earth, zipping up your energetic body. Any openings that are in your body or in your aura, in my body, in my aura, are closed now. No energetic leakages, no energetic hangovers, just good, pure, appropriate psychic hygiene for the maintenance of our energetic bodies. Last thing, the libation that was offered to the higher self does get shared. That nice icy cold libation, it nourished me for a sip. It nourishes my higher self. It is a spiritual act of fairly take and fairly give, which is important to us as Corellians. But that is it for today. Hopefully you feel inspired to engage in some morning devotionals with your own higher self. We do talk about doing this activity every day at the same time every day. You don't have to overthink it. The same time means every morning, every afternoon, every evening, or every night. In that kind of vein, it's all meant to help you build those psychic and magical muscles and to be very confident in the feedback that you get from the spirit world. To do this every single day for ourselves and for the betterment of our world and our families and our traditions and all of that. So again, thank you for being here and watching. I will be back tomorrow, daily devotion and another activity to try out. And then tomorrow, Friday, is also Fridays with Phoenix at 1. So look forward to that. I love you all very much and thank you and talk to you later. Blessed be.